Sorry about that cut. I got a phone call, but it's because we fall into the same pattern of allowing the same repercussion to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, pink slip. There is no more, I'm going to give you another chance to do nothing because we already know how this is going to play out. I'm going to sit here and tell you you don't disrespect my boundary and don't do it no more. And then you're going to do it again. And then I'm just going to be talking. So now it's the pink slip, okay? So how do you reestablish your boundaries? You set them things up with the people that's left, the job that's left. If you don't like the job that you own, you disrespected your own boundary by staying there, okay? Staying in something you don't want to be in. So go find another one. Go, you know what I'm saying? Make decisions to change. You have a choice. You have an option. And remove those things out of your life. Remove them. Like, re-establishing your boundaries. Removing the things that no longer serve you. I will probably keep repeating that. Removing the things, the people, the places that no longer serves you. If you look at those things right now, look at how they're, applying to your life right now. Are they adding equity or losses? If you can look at a person, what value are they adding to your life? They don't have to be financial. Or do they help you mentally? Are they helping you to get to a good place? Or are they bringing you down? You know what I'm saying? Look at the job that you're on. How much are you getting paid to put up with what you're putting up with? Look at your skills. You may not think that you have skills to go somewhere else, but if you really look at what your job is, what you're doing, Google, go look at your job description and see how many creative things you don't think you know how to do. Go look out there and see how creative you are and see how you can take those skills and move them to somewhere else that will value and appreciate you. And if they don't, guess what? You got some more skills and tools under your belt to go move somewhere else. Stop being afraid. Fear? There's no such thing as fear. You fear God. That's it. When He is the only one that you fear, you won't fear nothing else. Kick those doors down. Kick them down. If one closes, guess what? Open that thing. Another one is right there. I have had quite a few jobs that I wanted to do. These are things I got my certifications, degrees, and I actually got to do it. And I was like, nah, that ain't what I want to do. Meanwhile, I had others in my ear like, you can't make up your mind. You can't decide what you want to do, trying to put me in a box. I don't have to be in a box. There are millions of things out here that can be done that I know I can do, and I'm going to try all of them. Don't let nobody put you in a box. You could, if you went to school for this one thing, you tried it, you did not like it, and you want to go to school for something else, then you do it. You can start out with one thing and find yourself at different seasons and stages in your life doing something totally different. Do not let people put you in a box. When you roll with God, your life is endless. It's endless. That's what God has shown me this year, how our lives are endless, endless possibilities. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about my dogs. I got one last thing that before I get off here. I don't know if y'all have noticed it or if it happened with you, but this whole year I've been feeling like an alien. Like when I go places now, people just stare at me. Now it has happened for years, but I'm thinking, so sorry. It's because of what I'm wearing. But no, I'll be looking like plain Jane. And people are like, and they don't stop. It's men, women, children, dogs. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I tried to put on a black hoodie and hide myself. I have My car is all black and I have black tint. Not be thinking I'm hiding there, not realizing I am illuminating probably like a bright light bulb. Okay. I didn't know I was me, y'all. I was the last to know who I was, who I was. Everybody around me, good or bad, knew who I was, and I had no idea who I was. And I thank our Father. I'm so grateful every day for Him opening my eyes, waking me up to see who I was. I have an understanding now of why it took me 40 years, or why it had to take 40 years before He woke me up. I have a better understanding that I had to go through all the trials and tribulations that I've been through in order to become the woman that I am today. God instills revelations inside of me every single day. Like, when I tell y'all, He revealed so much to me this year, and I didn't have to ask anybody. Like, if I asked about this at this age, I could ask about when I was 5 years old. He would tell me and He would show me, and I'm like, what? How could I see that? How could I have known that? Like, when I tell you, He is the source, the only source. Y'all. Walk with God. Walk with Him. Walk with Him. He told me to get on here and just freestyle with y'all. That's what popped in my mind about our boundaries. Let's reestablish our boundaries and not break them. Know that if somebody cross our boundary, we are doing a disservice to ourselves. When you start taking it personal, you need to take everything personal now. Why? Because it's against you. You have been in this world long enough. I don't care if your teens, your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you've been in this world long enough to know that you ain't playing about you. I ain't playing about me. How about you? When you start saying I ain't playing about me, you know how you go hard for the ones you love? You better have that same energy for yourself. If you have children, you know, or nieces or nephews, you know. You better have that same grit and grind for yourself. Tell yourself you don't play about you. The moment you don't play about you, I guarantee you ain't gonna let nobody else come up in your nothing and play with you. And that cutoff game gonna be so strong, because you're gonna be able to identify it immediately. And you not gonna care how long nobody been in your life, because you are in a new season. A new season with God. Maturity, growth, healing. What? And you know darn well you do not want to go back. Not to the left, to the left. No, you don't. Because you know what you went through to get to this point. And if you go back, you gonna turn into a pillar of salt, okay? Play with God if you want to. Play with Him. We got this, y'all. We got this. My shirt says, free your mind and the rest will follow, like En Vogue, okay? They were telling us. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to my channel. Like, sharing, and subscribing. Chime in below. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Let's grow up. Let's have peace. Let's have love. Let's spread it. Thank you.